So, if you can't tell already, today's going to be all about supplements from all of the beautiful stuff we have out here. So get ready to learn a little bit, and of course, before we get into it, I want to explain why we're going to do it on this topic specifically. And I'm standing a little bit back here because I am too tall to stand that close to the camera and be on Instagram and both Facebook. One of them is going to be cut off. But yeah, so the challenge. Last day to register is today. So if you have not registered yet, you got to do it, all right? At midnight, it ends, it closes off. That is it, finito. That's the final deadline. So with us going into the challenge, I think it's a perfect opportunity to display all these supplements and kind of give you a little bit more in depth of what it is, why you take certain things, you know, what's best for you, what works for you, and that's why we got all this stuff. And you know, clearly, since this is here, when you come in, if you need to pick up anything or after this you want to pick up something new, by all means, pick up something new. So I'm right here with my co-host, Coach Gus and Coach Ariana.
Woo! What's up?
Let's get into it right here. Let me pull up that Facebook Live on my laptop. That way we're all good to go.
Such a colorful table right now.
Yes.
Got every color right there.
A ton of variety.
Yeah.
Also, before we even start, put down below what supplements you use, you know, which ones are your favorite, if you've tried different proteins or anything like that, or the different everyday fits, or wow, there's a lot of variety for it. If you tried any of these, list your favorite flavor, which one you prefer. That way we can see, all right? So let me open this up real quick.
I always love seeing which flavors everyone loves too. Yeah.
People are very, very committed to their flavors.
Yeah, I know I am too.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
There we go, I got it.
Cool.
Good morning, Carol.
Hi,
Good
Carol.
morning. How's it going?
All right, so let's get into it. So, if you've ever been to, at this point, literally any type of grocery store and in the mall and, you know, the supplement stores, if you've been anywhere that has supplements, there's a million things on the shelf and they're all labeled protein, pre-workout, and then just other supplements and stuff like that. So it can get extremely confusing to try and figure out what is good, what is not the best for me, what should I take. Now, first and foremost, everything that's on this table is an extremely great, high quality, ingredient-based supplement. This is the Truline brand that we carry in-house every single day, and I know that I use some of these supplements every single day when I'm in here or when I'm at home. So before we get into the nitty-gritties of everything, what's everybody's favorite supplement that's on this table? I think I pretty much got everything.
Ooh, I know mine has been this guy right here, the strawberry kiwi everyday energy. I drink it like every morning. Now I'm starting to drink it like twice a day. I love that little kick that it gives me, and I've always been like, feel like I've been like caffeine sensitive, so I don't really like dabble too much with like pre-workouts, but that has like been perfect for me. It gets me like the right amount of energy, gets me going. That's definitely my favorite, and favorite flavor too. But yes.
Solid.
For me, also, the same one as Coach Ariana. It's really good. Tastes amazing. It's almost like, it tastes almost too good because you just want to drink it all day, every day. It's very helpful for me because coaches know that I'm always drinking a caffeine drink right here. I always have one, and I'm trying to quit because I just drink too many, and so that has actually the right amount of caffeine. It's not too crazy overboard because I know there's some that have like so much more, and it can actually affect you much worse than you actually think or feel. And I'm always like, I'm sure my heart is like hating my gut. But yeah, that one, guys, I highly recommend it, especially for those who are early on getting into it, and then those who want to quit the crazy stuff, kind of slowly, gradually get off of it. That's a perfect way to do it too.
Yeah.
I've also taken the proteins here. Actually got is it that flavor right there? Yeah.
The new one?
No, the
Oh, that one?
yeah, the French, is it French or frosted vanilla?
Frosted
Frosted vanilla cake. So I also use that one as well. It's perfect for me because it's light. It's not like so much going on. It's not super heavy. It doesn't have a lot of calories either. Has a good amount of protein. And I think it's easy because I've taken some mass gainers that were like horrible. It made me feel full all the time and bloated, and this doesn't do that. So it's perfect for those of you.
Yeah. You gotta really watch out for those ingredients, especially with like pre-workouts, and you know, you gotta have that like high grade stuff of that protein powder and all your stuff, because sometimes they sneak in some not so good things. So make sure you're reading into that. But
Definitely.
mhm.
I actually have a new kind of mix that I did. I agree with both of them. This was my favorite pre-workout, but I've switched to the black cherry. Now I still don't like the black cherry taste. It's a little bit too bitter for me on my end, just alone. But I've mixed the black cherry with our new Aloha passion fruit everyday fit. And it has been a game changer for me right here. Like I mix those two in a big cup and I drink it. And for the most part too, I don't just drink this when I'm gonna work out. I do it more when I'm trying to focus and do work because it has the Everyday Energy has nootropics in it, and that's just a fancy way of saying there's stuff that's good for your brain. Stuff that's good for your brain and make sure that everything's functioning as properly. And I feel like I'm really focused and dialed in. And then if I'm gonna work out, I like Coach Gus, have a really big caffeine problem. So I take 2 scoops of it and I go at it. And I think those are my favorite. It's hard.
Freaking piss.
It's hard. Yes. The wellness shots.
These babies.
The wellness shots are. Do you just take it alone?
I tried it, no, not alone, with water.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just chewing on
I
powder.
might just,
Eating the powder. No.
no, yeah, with water, like that. It's a little, the ginger's a little strong there for my throat, but it's amazing. I mean, it's better than those vitamin C packs I used to buy. I looked into it, and they're so much better. You're better off getting these than those vitamin C packs that they sell like at Walgreens or CVS or whatever.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
You feel it right away, like bam.
You feel these.
Yes, you feel it.
There's a kick to them.
I love it.
As far as Carol, if I want to make sure that I'm getting this right, if you're asking if the Everyday Energy is like creatine, no, creatine is a very different product than pre-workout. There's a lot of different things that go into it. I guess chemistry-wise, but they're completely different things. Now, the Everyday Energy is a pre-workout that is meant to boost your energy, boost your functionality. That's why it has a naturalized caffeine. It has, like I said, the nootropics in it to keep you focused. So it's more of like getting how do I put this?
A pump?
Yeah, like getting a pump. Versus creatine, to get very, very, very nerdy with you, it has another phosphate molecule to it. So essentially, when you burn energy, you burn this chemical called ADP, and it's ATP, adenyl triphosphate. And when you work out, you lose a phosphate molecule. And so when you take creatine, it has an extra phosphate attached to it. So when you burn out all those supplies, when you're working out really heavy, it adds the phosphate molecule to it, so you have a little bit more energy. We all get that?
Yeah, I love
I'm taking notes right here.
So that's what creatine is for. Creatine also does help with brain cognition, a little bit like how the nootropics do. I would say the nootropics is more of an instant thing, and creatine would be something you'd want to take over a span of forever, essentially. But that's kind of the differences in those. We had a lot of people putting flavors. I would pay attention. So Sarah, Black Cherry Everyday Energy. Yes, mix those two. If you haven't, try it. Mix it. It is delicious. I'm gonna swear by that until the day I can't anymore. What else? Anna Marie said, "I love the watermelon for every day and the kiwi for late afternoon energy." Yes. I found personally that when I take Everyday Energy a little bit too late in the day, it doesn't like disrupt my sleep or doesn't make me feel like really anxious throughout the rest of my day. I kind of feel good, and I don't get that crashing feeling. I don't know if you guys are
now.
like. I know we're kind of on the same page where you kind of pound energy drinks and you're just like, yeah, and then like 3 hours later you're just wondering why like everything's moving so slow.
Yeah, it's a problem. Stop.
Gus is getting through it though, guys.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
I gotta try mixing now. Those the Everyday Fit and Everyday Energy.
I'm trying to think the different concoctions I make. The watermelon splash, I believe, and the wellness shots taste like Sunny D. It is I love it. I love it. I think those are the only two big mixes that I've made that I've like been enjoyed every single day. And been like, yes, this is what I like.
I'm hooked on that hydration powder too. Like when I, even Coach Susie was telling me like if she's having lunch or something to have a little bit more flavor with your food, but you don't want to like drink something sugary or anything like that. Like that, like cold watermelon hydration powder, it always comes through for me. So if you're looking for, you know, get bored of your water, basically, yeah, just like knock that back and it helps.
It's really good.
It's so good.
So now we'll get a little bit more into the nitty gritty of each supplement and thing. There's kind of like the essentials, and then everything else on top of it has a very specific reason why you would want to take it. Now, first and foremost, I think we can all agree here that supplements are not, you know, conventionally necessary for everything. It means that if you don't take protein powder, if you don't take any of this, it doesn't mean you're just gonna fall apart in a day. Now, that also doesn't mean that you shouldn't be taking them, because if your diet is missing out on protein, if your diet is missing out on vegetables, if you're not drinking enough water, if you know your immune system isn't as strong, all of these help in those, and they supplement the things that are missing. It's like it's just filling in the gaps in whatever your daily life is like. And so we'll kind of go from the I guess the necessities and then go up from there. So first and foremost, I think everybody should be taking, especially if you're missing in your life, the multivitamins, the fish oil, and proteins. I think those are like the bare bones. You should be getting them. The multivitamins, because they fill in all your micronutrients. We've talked a lot about macros before, where it's your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, but your micronutrients is all the small stuff that you're missing. You know, your iron, your zinc levels, your calcium, some veggies in there, like all that good stuff that just gets lost in the weeds that you need, like vitamin B12, all those things need to come from some kind of supplement. If you're not, you know, if you're eating 100% clean, every single meal is like on par and perfect, and you never make any mistakes, by all means you don't need them. But but I think that is very much essential. What about protein, guys?
Protein, that's like my favorite right there. I feel like that's very, very necessary.
It's extremely necessary.
Yeah. It does a bunch of stuff. Like I wrote down right here, it can reduce your like hunger levels too. Like especially even for me in the mornings, I'm not a big eater, so I'll have a protein shake. Like it can be a meal replacement too. It increases your muscle mass and strength, so it helps you build that muscle that you guys work so hard to get. Let me see. It can replace like late night bad snacking. Help maintain weight loss and helps repair your body. And you know, if you're having trouble getting that protein in through your food, you can do it through a protein shake. So yeah, that's why that's definitely my favorite supplement, I would say.
Pretty much, she pretty much nailed it. I think as far as some people don't have a lot of time to make breakfast, and they're on the go so fast, and so a good protein shake with like some oatmeal, a banana in there with one of these.
Yeah.
It's like perfect for your breakfast. It's not hard to make. It'll give you what you need. And me personally, I like always lack with protein. I kind of need to find ways to like fill it in. So when I need to find ways to fill it in, I drink protein. So that's the way that I get it in. But if, again, like Coach Valencia said, if you can get it in, and you're like that amazing just person that has it all there, all your food made there and everything's good, then you're good. But if not, there's nothing wrong with using these proteins, because that's what they're there for. They're there to help us, and all that hard work we put in here at working out and stuff, like you want to keep those gains and get them bigger and stuff like that. So definitely good.
Perfect. We got a good question. It said, do we have to drink protein after every workout? Now, because you use the word have, the answer is technically no. You don't have to, it's not like if you leave the door and you don't drink a protein shake, your muscles are just going to dissolve and disappear after 30 minutes. But you do want to get a protein source, whether it's a protein shake or a meal in, relatively soon after your workout. There isn't exactly in 30 minutes if you don't do it, the workout was gone. But you do want to get it for a couple of reasons. A, just to repair the muscles as quickly as possible. You don't want to stretch it out as much. If you don't eat a protein source after, I believe it's 3 hours, then your muscles start to really deteriorate from all the damage you just did, and the repairs won't be proper. But oh, I just forgot what I was gonna say. No. Oh.
That's where that muscle building comes in. Like it helps because when we work out and when we build that muscle, we're tearing the muscle. So that's why we get sore and stuff like that. That's gonna help repair it. That's gonna help build it. So I think it's super important. And to beef up your shake, like I make sure it really fills me up for sure. So it really can be a meal replacement. You can add a banana. You can add peanut butter. I put almond milk, and it's very good. And I use chocolate whey protein. I think we have, yeah, right there. That one's super, super, super good. So, yeah. And also, I want to mention that none of these are going to like help you fix a bad diet. So if you have a really bad diet going, like supplements aren't going to fix anything. It goes good with a clean diet. It helps out with a clean diet and helps it be better and improving. And anything you're lacking in, this is what, fills it in. So, yeah.
I always like to use the analogies of cars because I feel like it really shows it. Like, if your radiator's like smoking and on fire, like just pouring a little bit of water isn't gonna fix the damage. Like taking a scoop of protein after just eating kind of whatever you would like that's not exactly translating well. That's like it's just putting a little bit of water on it. Like you're not fixing the problem. And that's why again, supplements are supplementing the holes in your diet. We gotta make sure that everything is lined up and good to go there.
Exactly my point. Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think, because I don't know if we did directly, I personally think that if you can get that protein in after your workout, that would be great to fuel that work that you just did and fuel your muscles and everything you just tore. I think that would be great. Don't worry about if you have things to do and you suddenly can't get it in within those 30 minutes or whatever, 40. Do it when you get home, and it doesn't have to be just protein. You can eat protein, or you can, if you don't have the time to cook it, this is where you get it too. So, just to answer that question, I don't know if we did or not, but
I think you did. I think that's where my brain just like
summed it up perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much covers the protein and the essential stack. Now we got to go into a little bit more of I guess the second tier stuff. These are things that I think are super helpful. This goes into the everyday fit and the greens specifically. So the everyday fit is a water enhancer. It helps, like first and foremost before anything, it just makes water taste really good. That's like very, very, very bare bones. It makes your water taste really good, so you're more likely to drink, your 20 ounces of water if you're enjoying how it tastes and everything like that. But again, it also has some good added properties to it. It helps you to like quench the urges of like snacking and stuff like that. It makes you feel better, and of course it makes you stay hydrated longer. So it makes your body move a little bit more optimal.
And it curbs your appetite, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it helps. Even water in general just does that, but this definitely will help you curb being hungry all the time. Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite flavor?
Watermelon.
I have. Let me get up.
So you can go. You can judge.
I have this one. I have the sweet raspberry mango, and I haven't tried the watermelon, but I don't. Oh wait, I tried this one too. We tried it. I haven't tried the watermelon, but I don't think I'm not a fan of watermelon like that. So those two are my favorite. The mango and the passion fruit.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I heard that passion fruit is like beating the watermelon. So.
It's in the air. I think I still like the watermelon the most. I think I still like it. I've been hearing a lot of stuff though about the raspberry, like more recently. Like more people are enjoying the raspberry.
Enjoy it.
I want to say this is one of our last ones. So if you want it, you got to get it before Gus does.
Yes.
So, and also, we have our single serve right here as well. So if it's something where you want to carry some, whether it's in your purse, your desk at work, or wherever, and you literally you don't want to carry around the tub with you at all times, get the single serves. You can just take one, take 5 with you. That way you have it on the go and you're ready to use it. Versus again carrying a tub with you and trying to take it everywhere you want. Like I think this is great, and it's still
convenient.
I want to say we have I think we have the 4 flavors of it: pina colada, what is this? The fruit punch. I believe we have the lemon lime drop. There it is. I always forget that name. And watermelon on hand. What is it? We got some watermelon. People that love watermelon, fruit punch.
Oh, and the tropical.
The tropical pina colada. Yes.
Super good.
Oh, excuse me. So, also another thing, pre-workout. I know we've talked a little bit about that. I feel like we would really get in depth with that just because we love it so much. But for those of you that have taken a lot of different, if you go to Costco and you buy the pre-workout right there, more than likely what you're getting is C4. And if you get the really jittery feeling, and feel like there's spiders crawling over you, that's because that pre-workout has not only a lot of caffeine, but another chemical called beta-alanine. And that triggers that kind of tingling sensation. And the reason why those products, if you ever taken a pre-workout before, and you feel those jitteries, is because it has a ton of it in there. And now, I know that's not for, I'm crazy, I like that feeling a lot, so I try to find beta-alanine just by itself so that I can make my own little mix. But that's me. I know, do you guys that like the tingling feeling?
No. I freaked out when that happened to me. I told my friend, I was like, why am I itching? I was like, what's going on? He's like, it's the pre-workout, chill out. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that's why that one is perfect for me, because I'll panic.
I remember one time my mom bought me this pre-workout, like, cause it was like stupid cheap. Like I was at Rite Aid, and I think when they were going out of business, and he got me these 2 cases. Like they were the size of the protein jugs.
Whoa.
And I was like, cool. I go to the gym, and I literally could not focus because it was way too much. Like where I was just like, oh, and
I
I
actually have some like that.
like I took it once and never took it again. I just threw it away. These don't do that. Is what we're trying to get to.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to feel that, guys.
It's like perfect.
That's definitely what you want to stay away from, which again is why these are perfect. I feel like when you get to that point, it's probably not even healthy to do that. I don't think. I've done that too. There's been several times where I'm taking some stuff and I can't even focus. I'm like just so wired on that pre-workout that I don't know. I can't even focus. I don't even feel like I'm myself during that time. So, and it takes a while to get back for that to like exit your body. So
Yeah.
perfect way to stay
Yeah.
and to start. So definitely recommend it.
And again, like I said in the very beginning, like I don't only use this when I'm going to work out. I personally like to use 2 scoops. I know there's people that use half of 1 scoop. So to each your own. If you're going to do it, do 2 scoops only in a 24-hour period. Do not do more than 2 scoops. That is a lot of caffeine, especially in one sitting. But I also have a caffeine problem, so that is me. But use it however you feel is necessary. Like if you take 1 scoop and you're like, oh, it's a little bit too much. I feel like too energized, I guess. Is the way to put it. Use a half scoop or something like that. Get a little bit of it.
Right now it's necessary.
And I use it pretty much every single day, especially now that the challenge gets started, doing all the work and you guys all set up. Like I'm taking at least 1 scoop when I'm just sitting down and working and mixing it with my everyday fit. What supplements have we not gotten to? Oh, the fish oil, the wellness shot, and I don't think we talked about the green, did we?
No.
All right, so that's actually kind of works out well because those are all pretty much help with like immune and just self-regulation. All right, perfect. Never mind, we planned this. So we got these 3 supplements right here. We have our wellness shots, which you've probably heard us harp on a lot over the past handful of months, especially because it helps with your immune system. It helps with all that stuff and making sure you feel good, and also tastes absolutely delicious. And like Coach Gus said, if you get a vitamin C supplement from the store, what they actually do is I want to make sure I use this word right. They overdose the vitamin C supplement a ton. You get like 1,000% of your daily allotted value. The only problem with that is you literally pee the rest out that your body doesn't absorb. So if you take it once, there's some studies saying that it might have a little bit of a benefit to you, but if you take it consistently, you're only going to get really the fraction of what's the effective dose. Now, what these have the minimum effective dose, and this all pretty much natural. Like you get your vitamin D, vitamin B12, like 100% of your vitamin B12, which you don't get neither just by being alive and your body doesn't produce it, and you don't get nearly enough from eating a regular diet. So B12 is something that you need to supplement into your life. It has a good amount of calcium, magnesium, so all the essential stuffs that are in there. And then it gets to a lot of the natural stuff, which is turmeric extract. I can't pronounce that, but it's an extract. There's a lot. Ginger extract, cayenne pepper, black pepper extract, and that all helps with just boosting your immune system. And I know that I try to drink one every single day. I'm not like super always consistent with these things, but I try to take it every single day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like lost my train of thought again.
Yeah, those are awesome. And then
The
ageless greens.
Ageless greens.
Yeah.
yeah, those are delicious too.
I think someone in here said they were taking. Carol said she's taking.
Um,
Yeah, people are very much hit or miss with the ageless greens as far as the taste because it's mint green apple. Some people are just like, oh, I love it. I just drink it every day. Some people have to put it in a protein shake they make and just bury it under every single flavor. But this helps you. I forget if it's 7 servings. I need to double check the label. But essentially, 1 scoop fills in the daily servings you should have for a day. It's either 5 or 7. I'm forgetting. But like the little scoop, the 30 grams that are in that scoop, like get the daily allotment of every single vegetable you should be eating throughout that day. Now at the same time, you want to make sure that you're eating your vegetables for the fiber content and everything like that. But that is a good thing if you're someone like me that just actively I say forgets to eat vegetables, but I just kind of forget to ever buy them in the first place. But this helps out a lot because it makes sure that you're getting those nutrients, you're getting everything that you're supposed to. What else we got? We got fish oil. So fish oil is part of the essential fatty acid groups. Now I'm gonna get really nerdy and scientific again. So your body creates omega-6s. Omega-6s naturally creates it makes a ton of them. The problem with omega-6s is they don't have any traditional value to you. They actually help in cortisol production, which is a stress hormone, and they do have more negative effects than positives. And so when you take omega-3s, it helps kind of balance it out because it helps with your heart health, your eye health, your cognitive health, so some brain health, and it gets all that. So you want to hit your omega-3s. Now, it's part of, it's fish oil because you get it from fatty fish like that of salmon. If you have a really high fatty fish content or high fatty fish diet, then you can get your omega-3s naturally. But if you're not, eating salmon every single day, then more than likely you're not going to hit it. So that's a great supplement to have. It is not in the multivitamin, so it was something that you would need to get in an individual supplement. And also another thing is a lot of people, they'll buy them from the stores. I know they come in like the little green bottles if you buy it at like Save Mart or anything. Those taste disgusting. I'll be honest, those taste really, really bad. You get that after flavor and it's just kind of gross and it lingers in your mouth. These don't have any taste, like literally you drink it, it's done and over with. So it is a great product to also have in your life. Like, I feel like if you're gonna have something to kind of balance out like every single day, you should have the multivitamin and the fish oil at the very, very bare bones, just to fill in all those gaps that you're more than likely not hitting in your daily, your daily diet. I think we covered every single point. I nerded out there for a second, so my apologies if I bored you to sleep and sound like a textbook, but it's sometimes what I do here. I guess before we go, everybody that's watching right now, what is your top tier favorite supplement, like your go-to? Is it Everyday Fit? Is it a protein shake? You might go have a go-to of Everyday Energy if that's the wave you want to ride. But if you want to put what your favorite supplement is, I think a lot of people already marked them down. Let's get it running. Wellness shots are absolutely great. Does fish oil wellness shots leave to fishy taste? No, like I just said, the fish oil does not have a fishy taste to it, so that's why I love these. I think we only have 3 in stock, including that one. So, gotta get them soon.
I'm just kidding. Fly off the shelves.
Becky said, a chocolate protein shake, so she's on your vibe.
Yes, my fave.
Oh, your mom said Everyday Fit.
Yeah, Mom. I believe my mom mixes her ageless greens with something. So, Mom, if you're still on there, tell me what you mix with it to make it taste good. I think she mixes it with one of the, I don't know if it's one of the hydration powders or if it's the energy, but I think think she has a good combo.
I feel like either way it would taste pretty good. Even if
Yeah.
you put it into like a protein shake, that sounds
Yeah.
really good.
That would help out.
Alright, well I think the comments kind of stopped rolling in. Yeah, I think that's about all we got. Of course, revisit this if you want to learn more about every single item. I think we pretty much covered everything on here.
One more thing, guys.
Yes.
You can, because I think I seen a message right there asking if we can, I don't know if this is what you mean, if you can take all of them or if they have to be separated. You can take them, if you're like taking protein, vitamins, fish oil, you can take them together. It's not going to like alter anything or,
Yeah.
you know, it's not unhealthy. It's healthy.
It's-
Let me just say
Yeah.
You're good.
It's good.
Yeah, you are good. You can take it. I wouldn't worry about that. Just find what works for you or where you think that you're lacking at, where you think that you need a little bit more of. Like for instance, said the greens. If you don't consume it all the time, I know I sometimes will cook some, and then sometimes I won't. So for the times that I won't, I actually am going to be looking into getting one because I don't really eat as much veggies as I should be. Not that I don't like them because I do, I just don't cook them. I don't buy them actually.
You're on the same page, right?
Yeah, but if that is the same thing that you guys say, anywhere that you need the help, this is what it's there for. It's not a replacement. It is just to help you and just better for you. But yeah, that's what I'm
Enhancing, yeah.
Definitely. And then one last thing before we go, of course, if you're taking any of these supplements, mostly if you're taking the vitamins or the wellness shot. The wellness shots you can kind of take whenever. Like the vitamins and the greens, try and take it at a similar time every single day, like morning routine, night routine, midday, just so that you're not like stacking it on top of each other. Because if your body doesn't digest it and you take it again, you're not going to get like the best value out of it. So just you can take them all at one time. Just make sure it's all at one time at the same time, relatively every single day. That way you get the most out of every single supplement.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we got. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Covered all the
I
bases.
think we covered everything. But if you guys have any questions, guys, we are doing that New Year, New You challenge. So if you guys are interested in any one of these, let us know. We can help you more, especially because we all have clients. So you guys, we are your coaches here. So ask us any questions if you want to implement any of this with your diet that we give you guys. Because I know we're going to be doing that. Just let us know, and we'll direct you the best way we can and to the best ones that we have that you will love. And yeah, so
We got your back.
yes, guys,
Yeah.
let us know. We're here for you.
All right, I think that brings this one to a close. And remember, if you ever want to pick one up, you could literally pick one up after you're done working out. Just swing by the front desk. We'll get you all checked out and ready to go. But I think that's all we got today, guys. So let's get it. Oh, I gotta kind of kneel down right here. Let's get our hands in the middle right here. Let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!